Electromechanical era, 1840s to 1940s. The electric mechanical era lasted for centuries. That period made watershed movement in communication technology. The first is that has been 100 years since we began to use electricity for energy and invented so many electronic devices, and the use of electricity has become more general. Many methods for converting electricity into data and information were invented this time period. During the First and Second World Wars, technological advances were made. In this age, we can identify major milestones. Michael Faraday, a British scientist, discovers the fundamental principles of electricity generation in 1820s to 1830s. His method of producing electricity by the moving loop of wire is still used today. Next major development was the telegraph system, the first working model used for 5 magnetic needles that could be guided around the letters and the numbers using electric current. Sir Charles Wheatstone discovered it 1837 with William Cook. It was the first device used to electricity to send data over an electronic medium. Then, in 1840s, Samuel Morse, an American inventor, successfully introduced the first single-circuit telegraph, and Morse code was born. Next invented device is telephone. We know about that. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876. In this time period, discovered that electric waves can travel through the space and have an effect far beyond the origin. Same as next major development was Guglielmo Marconi invented the first radio in 1894. It resulted in significant advance in the field of information technology. In this era, we should know device that is vacuum tube. The vacuum tube was the most important invented device of that time. An electron tube is the vacuum tube or valve that controls the flow of an electronic current between electrodes in high vacuum. An electronic device that controls the flow of electrons in vacuum. It used as switch or amplifier. Vacuum tubes, when used on-off switch, enabled the first computer to perform digital calculation. Same as Fleming valve, vacuum tube invented by John Ambrose Fleming in 1904, is the most basic vacuum tube, consisting of only heated electron emitting cathode and anode. Electron can only flow in one direction through the device, from cathode to anode. For the first half of the 20th century, these devices were an important part of the electronic circuit. Radio, television, radar, sound recording and reproduction, long-distance telephone networks, and analog and earlier digital computers all benefited from their development. Let's talk about machines that were built for ICT at that time. Hermann Hollerith designed a punch card system. Hermann Hollerith was German-American statistician, inventor and businessman. Later models were commonly used in business applications like accounting and inventory control. It took 8 years to complete the 1880 census. Because of the United States Constitution required the census every 10 years to distribute congressional representative and direct taxes among the state. A large staff and the fast recording system were required. Hereafter, this machine were built for many purposes. Data recording on machine readable medium was invented by punching holes in the train ticket at various points to record traveler information such as gender and approximate age. In this age, next pinpoint development computer is differential analyzer. The differential analyzer is a mechanical analog computer that was the first advanced computing device to be used in practice. According to Stanford University, Warner Bush and invented built the first large-scale automatic general-purpose mechanical analog computer. The differential analyzer MIT in 1931. A differential analyzer is a mechanical analog computer that uses integration to solve differential equation. Consolidation is accomplished through the use of the wheel and disc mechanism. It was one of the first active advanced computing device. Next historical machine is Turing machine. A Turing machine is the mathematical model that describes an abstract machine that manipulates symbols on a tape using a set of rules. Despite its simplicity, the model has the ability to implement an computer algorithm. The machine runs on an infinite memory tape divided into discrete cells, each of which can hold single symbols drawn from the machine alphabet. A Turing machine is mathematical model of computing describing an abstract machine that manipulates symbols on a strip of tape according to tables of rules. It was completed in 1938 and financed completely from private funds. This computer was destroyed in the bombardment of Berlin in December 1943 during World War II. In the history, next built computer is the Z1. Konrad Zuse created the Z1 computer, a motor-driven mechanical computer. It was a binary mechanical calculator with limited programmability that read instructions for punch card celluloid films. The Z1 was the world's first freely programmable computer, employing Boolean logic and binary floating point numbers, but it was unreliable in operation. The Z1 includes nearly all of the components of the modern computer, including control unit, memory, microsequence, floating point logic, and output-input device. Next developed computer is ABC computer. The first automatic electronic digital computer was the ABC computer. The device remained somewhat described due to the limitation in technology and implementation at the time. ABC's importance is debated among computer historians because it is not programmable. It was CPU, central processing unit, more than 13 vacuum tubes, 16 Hz, memory of 3000 bits. ABC was the first electronic ALU, arithmetic and logical unit, which is now built into every modern processor. Next landmark invented computer is Mark I computer, also known IBM Automatic Sequence Control Calculator. Its contained 8016 cubic feet of space, 7,65,000 electromechanical components and 100 miles of wires. It was general purpose electromechanical computer used in World War I. Howard Aiken, he was making hardware that reassembled in analytical engine of the 19th century. We know the great English inventor Charles Babbage. Beginning in 1937, Aiken created detailed design for increasingly sophisticated calculating machine based on variety of technologies, ranging from the mostly mechanical Mark I to the electronic mechanical fourth. Next, we discuss last era of computer age, that is electronic age. Let's be with me.